Welcome to the semi-live this week. We're down here in Dano's basement. Pretty excited today. Got the new Elite Envision for 2022. We're gonna unbox that today, get it all set up. I'm gonna be taking a lot of the stuff off of my Remedy that I've been rocking the last couple of years, and be swapping it out for this, getting the new HHA sight put on it. And we're gonna do a little bit of tuning and everything. We're just gonna show you the whole process of how we're setting the bow up. Dan's kind of a wizard when it comes to setting up bows, so he's gonna run through everything that he does and why he does it. And we're pumped. I've been itching to get my hands on this bow since it came out here in November. So finally showed up here about a month ago, 3-4 weeks ago. And we're gonna get it all put together today and get it ready for spring turkey hunting, hopefully. Got the Envision in the OD green. It's OD green, black limbs. This is a 70-pound bow. My Remedy was a 70-pound also. And what I found out when we started shooting the Elites, I've shot 70 and some other competing bows in the past, and it seemed like it was quite a big difference. Shooting 70 on this bow, it was just way easier to draw back for some reason. It felt like I was pulling back 60, 65 pounds compared to some of the other bows I've shot in the past with that much draw weight. But a little shorter axle to axle compared to my Remedy. Usually I like shooting a long axle bow, but it is nice to kind of have something shorter in the arsenal, especially for when you're going to be doing a little bit more mobile hunting and hunting in ground blind, things like that. So
all right, tip number one. Every bolt or anything I put into the riser of the bow or the sight bolts, I always put a little bit of wax on all the bolts. Helps keep them from backing out, and it helps keep them from rattling a little bit. It'll keep them a little quieter. Makes it nice. Plus it also, I think it helps a little bit with rust, having these bolts rust in. We don't always hunt in the greatest weather. You're gonna hunt in the rain sometimes, or you're gonna set your bow down in the dewy grass or whatever the case may be, and it just helps keep the rust down. You don't want anything rusting into your bow. It makes it a pain in the butt for me when I gotta take stuff off and put the stuff on different bows to get it off and make it look nice and work nice. Get your knocking point measured up here. So what I'm doing, this should be pretty good. Your rest should be pretty set because I'm off your other bow. But what I'm doing right now is just setting your arrow up. So these are your burger holes. You want your shaft to go right down the center of it if you look from the side. And you want to then try, with the shelf, level your arrow. So then I'm going to take my silver marker, and right below your knock, where I want my tie-on knocking point, I'm going to put a little silver paint so I know where to tie that in. So I tie these knocking points on for a couple of reasons. Main reason being, if I'm ever out in the field and I have my D-loop break for some reason, I have a spot that I know I can go back to, put a new D-loop on, and my bow will still be tuned, and I don't have to worry about trying to retune. I just got to tie a new D-loop on and I'll be good to go. Another reason is if I put this underneath my arrow, a lot of times when you put your release on your D-loop, your release will actually move up from directly behind your knock, And with this, it'll actually center your release directly behind your nock, which I guess you could say will help you be a little more accurate. Most people probably won't notice the difference, but it's little things. Little things, anything to help you be a little more accurate and make some nice lethal shots on your animals. So I just do 3 or 4 knots, and then I'll burn the ends. That's money, dude. That's money, dude. Wow. Oh yeah, see how there's just a ever so slight little bit of play in there? That'll be perfect. With these shorter axle to axle bows, you don't want knock pinch. When you get knock pinch, what I mean by knock pinch is when that bow comes to full draw, your string will sit like this, and it'll actually take your 2 knots from your D-loop and it'll pinch your nock, and that'll make your bow very inaccurate. So that little bit of play in between my nock and my D-loop, that'll be perfect. All right, so what we're gonna do here, I want to get your peep set perfect. So this is his old bow. I'm gonna have him draw back, and one of the crucial measurements isn't like when you're going from bow to bow, isn't from where your nock is to where your peep is. It's actually from where your arrow is to where your peep is. So I'm gonna have him draw back, and I'm just gonna take a measurement from the center of his arrow to the center of his peep. So then we can grab the new bow, and when we want to put the peep in the new bow, I can have him draw back again. I can measure from his arrow to the center where the peep is going to go in his new bow, and nothing should change. When he draws back, he should be super comfortable, like it's the same bow. Center of peep, center of arrow, 3 inches. Okay, new bow. About there. All right, so here's my permanent marker that I put on there when we had you draw before. So get your peep set in here. I'll have you draw back, see if it's comfortable, see if you like it. I'll double check my 3 inches while I got the peep in there. It's really close.
I think maybe
just down.
Hair down.
Hair down, yeah.
Not much.
Yeah, I'm at like 3 1/8. Hold still. Ooh. Once again, wax. We're gonna tie her in. You like it, you love it. We'll get her tied in. Then we will start checking timing and start doing the not so fun stuff. The stuff that can get aggravating. If for some reason some bows will just be check their timing, it's good, you know, draw length's good, and you like everything about it, they'll shoot a bow a hole first time, and then sometimes you get a bow that hates you. But these Elites with the set technology in them, tuning these things is typically a breeze. So things should go good. We'll get this tied in, and then we'll show you how I go about tuning and setting the draw length. And draw length is a huge deal. Like a lot of people, when they get a new bow, like some of the big complaints is like they're just not as comfortable with the new bow, or it doesn't shoot like my old bow did. And that's because draw length is a huge deal. Like an 1/8 inch of draw length could feel astronomically different. And a lot of people don't know that, and every manufacturer is never the same with draw length. So let's say you go from a different bow, whatever it may be, to an Elite. Well, let's say you set your mods at 28 inches on your old bow, and you go and set your mods at 28 inches on the Elite. It could easily be a 1/4 inch different, a 1/2 inch different, whatever the case may be. And then you're either stretched out, or you might be crunched up a little bit, and you're like, man, this one just doesn't feel right. Draw length's the same. Well, in all actuality, it's not the same draw length. It's a little off. So luckily we got Mancl's old bow here, and we can get that checked. I got a draw board behind me. We'll check his draw length and make sure the draw length from his old bow to his new bow is exactly the same, so it doesn't feel any different. Just doing a couple half hitches. I found that tying the peep in this way is one of the best ways I've found where this sucker will not move. A lot of people will tie serving on top and on bottom, but a lot of times if you're in the brush, like let's say you're hunting in Colorado and you got your pack on your back or something along those lines, that sucker could easily move. In this case, I'm tying the peep directly into the string, and this thing is not gonna budge. They're a pain in the butt to get off, like I showed earlier, but the benefits outweigh the cons big time for me. One little tip is always kind of keep the flame above the string, so you're not pointing and burning your string. Grab the old bow, we'll check the draw length and get the new one set exactly the same. This is my nicely handmade bow press, or draw board I should say, not bow press.
Do not try to set home.
This is professional right here. In today's economy with this piece of wood, I bet you I could sell this for top dollar. All right, so we're just watching for the stops to hit right there, and I am exactly 29 3/8. Check the draw length in the new one. Come on, baby. So we'll check the draw length here, and then we'll check your timing, see how good the timing is. Oh. Timing is perfect. So what I'm talking about with timing is there's stops here on this cam that are gonna hit the string right there. And then there's a stop on the other side, and we want those stops to hit your cable at the same time. And these both look perfect.
That one here.
So my stop is hitting. Now I'm going to check draw length. We're within a 1/16 on the draw length. We'll get your bars and stuff on it, and then I'll have you draw again, and if it feels a little long, I'll shorten it up that 1/16, and should be good. We're gonna be in tuning mode here in no time. That looks pretty good. Let me swing around to the other side yet quick. Arrow's running perfectly through the center of the burger hole. Stops are good. Timing's good. I think we're ready to shoot through paper. How's your peep look? Feel good?
Yeah.
All right. This is another one of my homemade jobs. So, you like the flowery clips on there? That's how you paper tune. Yeah. Instead of moving your rest, essentially you're going to move your string left and right now. And it makes it super easy. You don't need a bow press. You don't have to shim nothing. This set technology is nice. You just take an Allen wrench, loosen, put a little turn in, and you'll move your tear left and right and get her dialed in real good. We're just going to loosen. This is the lockdown. We'll loosen that up. And then I'm going to take about a quarter turn counterclockwise. All right, now we're on the bottom. Loosen that lock. You can see this even better here. Tail left. We want to go counterclockwise, so same thing. About a quarter turn counterclockwise. Lock it back down. Alright, we're slightly tail low. So I'm going to lower his rest just a little bit. Try and fix that. And then we'll have to take a little more. I figured a quarter turn out of the with the set technology would do it, but a quarter turn just moved it ever so slightly. So I might do more of like a half turn this time, 3/4 of a turn, and see if that gets it dialed in.
We got a brand new HHA sight here. Comes with fresh setup tape on it. And what we're doing is just kind of getting stuff fine-tuned. But we're gonna try and get the sight zeroed in at 20 yards here. The range here is 35-ish yards. So we're not gonna be able to go out to the full extent to get our yardage mark figured out, but at least we'll get it in the ballpark today. But what you would normally do with this sight is get your 20-yard mark set at 0 on your setup tape, and then you're going to shoot out to 60 yards, and then wherever your 60 would end up on this tape is where it'll tell you what setup tape you're going to use. You'd go into the packet that comes with the brand new HHA sight, and you would use that number. So say when I get out to 60 yards, I'm at setup tape number 40 on the dial here. We're gonna go in our package, and we'd get setup tape number 40, zero the sight back out, put our 20-yard mark on it, and wrap it around, and your sight should be set up all the way from 0 to 100 yards. But we're gonna shoot it here for a little while. We'll get it sighted in as far as we can, probably up to 35. At least get us ballpark. And then from here on out, we'll shoot outside when it's a little bit warmer before turkey hunting and be ready to go. out. It's just out.
That's all right.
There, now it's in.
Pull that target. There, you got it.
That's gonna be it for the semi-live this week. We shot her about 15, 20 arrows. Got her dialed at 20, pretty solid. I'm gonna just do that for today. Could shoot a little bit further here, but we'll wait till we can shoot out to 60 when it warms up, and then we'll get it dialed in, get the sight tape on it, and be ready for Nebraska here in a few weeks.